Okay, so we're going to start this next section. So it's the same chord progression. We've got the B minor, then to a D major, then to a G major, and then back to B minor. So what you're doing, keeping the bass the same, you're just really bouncing from an octave and then up a little bit, keeping on the B at the top with an F sharp, and then you go to the D octave, and then to a G, and then back to B. Okay, and you can fill it in with notes that correspond to that key. And in the right hand, we're playing the melody but also using a lot of chords. So in the beginning, we're going to have B minor. So it starts off with D and E. And you can even play it with a B on a bass, using first and third fingers, or second and fourth fingers if you want. I'd probably use 1 and 3. So you're still in this G, and then you go, and you're hitting the F sharps as an octave with fingers 1 and 5, and then also the B and the D with fingers 2 and 3. Then you hit this F sharp and back to these 3 notes. So it sounds like, just again. Okay, and notice how I played this B and then the F sharp on top. So you've got the chord, then F sharp, then B, D and F sharp at the top, then a B, and then we're going to switch it up to the D major chord with a D bass, and hitting F sharp, A and D and an E. Okay, and then you can just hit a bass anywhere you want. You can even roll up on the chord, so D, F sharp, A and D. Another D in the bass there if you want. And then we're going to G major. G major, but instead of hitting the D here, you want to hit the E. Okay, so you got a B, E and G in the bass. Notice how I did that same thing again, just as I did before at the beginning. So B and then E and G, and then a bass note with the D. Okay. And then back to B minor. Okay. Okay, and then you're just basically repeating that again. To a D major, and then you're hitting the G minor again with the same chord progression here, and then back to B minor with the B in the bass. So you're hitting the D and E with the B in the bass, and then we're gonna change it a little bit. So we're still hitting the B minor to begin with. So you hit the F sharp on the top. So it's just how, again, it's however you want to fill it in. There's no set way, and I just feel it when I'm playing. And you can do that too, but I'm just showing you where the melody lies. So again, it's the B minor chord. Okay, so you hit this B at the top. And then you're going back to the D major chord. So notice how I am playing an octave here. So you've got A's. A's. It's still the D major chord, but you're just having you're just playing the A first, and then you've got a D, and you're playing a D bass here. I keep playing that G. I don't know why. So you'll hit the A first, then the F sharp, and then an E and a D. bass wherever, so I hit it on the F sharp and then another note. Oh sorry, not the F sharp, a different note. After the F sharp, and then on the E as well. And then on the D. So notice that. And then a D. And then hitting it here. Okay. And then from there, it will go to the G major chord. Notice how I jump there in the left hand, and then I'm playing that. So G and a D at the top. So chord progression here is G, B, D with an octave bass. Then I play a G. And then back to the B minor chord. But I'm playing the F sharps at the top. And just how we started with the B and the D and the B and the E, it's just going back to the beginning. So remember that B minor chord with the F sharps as an octave. Then a D major with the F sharp still. Then the A and an E. Roll it up. And then in this last part, we're playing a G at the bass, but I want you to hit the octave B and an E at the same time. Then hit the B in the right hand. So notice that all I'm doing is just playing this B, rocking on these notes. And then I move down in the right hand from the B to the A and the E to the D, also swapping the left hand bass from the G to a B. Okay, so just hearing that again. So you can feel that in however you want. And then to the next section, it's just as we did in part 2 of the tutorial. So we have E minor in the bass, and then you're going from E to B and then E. It sounds like this. Okay, so it's the same thing we did before. So remember, in your right hand you've got G and B, then A and C, back to G and B, F sharp and A. Okay, and then in the left hand, E, B and E. Play this B and E before you hit the A and C. When you hit the F sharp and A, you hit this D in the bass. You rock on the B, and then you go to the G major chord. Okay? Notice how I did that in the right hand, so back to G, third B and D, and then I play individual notes G, B and D. And then I'll hit the E, and then I just play it again. So and back to G major. So I should probably mention, the first time that you do this, starting with the E minor, you go up to the F sharp. Play any notes here within the G major region, and then start again. And back to G major. You can play an octave here if you want. And then jump up to the G and D. Instead of going to the F sharp, you finish on the G and B. Okay, and then we're ready to get into the next section. So I hope that helps.